Hey babes, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Halloween. I hope you guys are having a very fun and spooky day today. For today's video, I am doing a video that is very highly requested by you guys, and it is my fall everyday makeup routine that I'm wearing right here. So this look features a dark berry lip, an orangey fall kind of eyeshadow, and a cat eye with a kind of subtle highlight going on. All products will be listed and linked below. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you recreate this look, I would love to see because you guys are cute and I want to see you guys. Yeah, I'd love to see it. If my hair looks kind of lame today, it's because it's still wet. I'm air drying it. And finally, if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe down below and join the family. And without any further ado, let's hop on into it. The way I start off my makeup routine is by starting with my eyeshadow. So first things first, I'm going to prep my eyelids with some concealer, and then I'm going to blend it out. Once my eyelids are primed, I'm moving in with my Born to Run palette from Urban Decay. So the shade I'm using for my eyelids is called Weekender. It's just a really nice taupey brown. For my crease, I use the shade Riff, which is a beautiful chocolatey brown. And for my outer crease, I'm using this orangey shade called Baja, and I think this shade, it just ties it together so nicely. For this part, I don't try to be too neat. If it looks messy, that's fine because we go back later and blend it out more once I have my foundation on. Alrighty, phase one is complete. For primer, I am using the Rebound Priming Spray, and I just spritz that all over my face. And usually, I kind of dab it in with a wet beauty blender, but hey, I forgot to wet it. So, really quickly, I'm gonna go wet that real quick. Now that I have a wet beauty blender, I'm just gonna dab all that priming spray in. So the next step we're going to do is I'm applying my foundation and I'm mixing in some foundation facial oil. Then I just dot it all around my face and blend it in. Also, something you guys may notice is my face is pink and my hands are kind of yellowish. I think that's just a byproduct of me being mixed. So heads up on that. If it looks weird, that's probably why. Once my foundation is on, I go back to my handy dandy concealer. This is the Age Rewind concealer that I think is everybody's tried and true concealer from the drugstore. Now for powder, I'm using a loose powder from Maybelline's Fit Me line, and I'm just going to apply some of this loose powder underneath my eyes, set that concealer in place, make sure it's not going anywhere. And for the rest of my face, I'm using the Revlon Photo Ready Pressed Powder, and you guys, I forgot how much I loved this powder until I decided to try it again the other day, and I was like, why did I ever stop using this? Alrighty, moving on to contour. I'm using Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and I'm just applying that to my temples, underneath my cheekbones, and to my jawline. For blush, I'm using this blush palette from Chatty, which is one of my favorite makeup brands. I really, really love them. I highly recommend checking them out if you have not heard of them. They have affordable quality products. Because it is so pigmented, even with a light hand, it still comes out pretty dark, so I like to blend it out with a big fluffy brush. Alrighty, now we're going back to eyeshadow. We're going to complete this eye look. Basically, I'm just taking the shade Riff, which is the color that we used on our crease, and I'm just lining right underneath my eyes. I also like to go in with just a little bit of that Baja shade underneath as well because I love just the fall pop. I think it's so pretty. Then for the inner corners, I am taking the shades Blaze and Stranded. I'm getting a little bit of each, and I am applying that to the top and bottom of my inner corner. So now we're stepping away from eyes again. I know I still look a little wild right now. So now I'm moving on to my brows, which I feel like is going to be the most controversial section of this video because a lot of people, they don't like my brows. People think they're too dark. People think they're too thick. I don't know, God bless me with black eyebrows, so I gotta work with it, guys. What I do is I take a brow powder and I apply some lightly to the kind of innermost parts of my brows, filling in the patchy and sparse parts. Then I take this gel that's just a little bit lighter than my brows just because it's almost impossible to find something that's actually black, and when you do use legit black, I don't know. So you have to use like a dark brown that's not too dark, but it's light enough. Black brows are really tricky, guys. I kind of just fill them in, I fill in the patchy parts and make them look less patchy. Alrighty, we are done with brows and now we're moving on to liquid liner. Once my eyeliner's done, I like to go back to my lips and wipe off any foundation or powder that may have gotten on them with a clean makeup wipe, and then I reapply chapstick to make sure my lips are not all crusty for the upcoming application of lipstick. For highlighter, I'm using this beautiful kind of white gold iridescent cream highlighter, and what I do is I apply some on the back of my hand, then I take my beauty blender, bounce it in, I stipple my highlighter on. I really like this technique because I feel like it gives a very natural application. Now that our lips have had a chance to re-moisturize, we are finally going to be applying lipstick. I am using the shade Berry Mojito from Tarte, which I think is a gorgeous, beautiful fall shade. If you like the color of Berry Mojito straight up, you totally can keep it, but for me it is a little bit dark for every day, so I like to lighten it up by applying a layer of a lighter shade of lip gloss right over top. After that, I curl my eyelashes and I apply my favorite mascara. It is the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Lash Paradise. And something I totally forgot to film for a cool minute was me putting on setting spray. I lock it all off with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, which is by far my favorite setting spray in the world. With that all done, I just take my hair down, whip it around. Like I said, it's still wet, so it's got a lot of movement going on. And yeah, that is it. That is my fall everyday makeup routine. That is it for today's video, guys. I really hope you liked it, and like I said, if you recreate this look, I'd love to see, so tag me in a picture or an Instagram story or whatever. I just would love to see your beautiful faces. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. I love you guys lots, and I will see you in Friday's video. Bye! Peace out!